Okie dory. Also, welcome, hero. So today's plan, sort of. So I'll play through Caleb's new 5 stars card, clear the return, and then I'll do the event stuff. But first off, since today is Valentine's Day, I just realized that I picked Valentine's Day to stream this. Man, simple behavior. Oh, so like I think I want to go through the bit here first. So if you play Love and Deepspace, I just realized that I got a call from Xavier. Ignore that. Ignore that. So I'll do the Valentine's calls and stuff first, and then I'll go do the card. All right. Just a bit of a warm up because not gonna lie, I feel like I'm gonna stumble up on my words a lot. Why is the music so loud? You know what? There's something I must do. Sorry, Caleb. Can we... You know what? Just stay in the festive mood for now. Also, yeah, happy Valentine's Day, hero. Yeah, I have nowhere to go and no one to meet, and so I meet my pixel boyfriend. This is depressing. Alright. So I'm gonna do the call first. Playing it real. Alright. I work today. Isn't it Saturday? My condolences. Alright, let's do this first, and then I'll do the texting, and then let's do CLEARDAY return.
The Coelum Express isn't experiencing any delays. I finished my work, so I'm leaving Fleet HQ right now.
It's not. You just need to wait for me to arrive on time for our date.
Let me give you a heads up. Skyhaven doesn't have the exact same festive atmosphere as Lincoln City.
That's fine. For me, Azure's Echo Day Essentials list, Caleb is the only name on there.
Understood, Colonel. As soon as you get off the train, you'll see me holding flowers.
Huh? Didn't you say you just left HQ?
I ordered the flowers in advance. They were delivered to my office.
Won't they attract a lot of attention?
I did sense all sorts of furtive gazes on my way out. But since it was me, very few turned their heads to stare.
Ah, the place aesthetics are at odds with Azure's Echo Day.
They know who I'm gonna meet, so they'll get used to it sooner or later. I made a reservation at a restaurant, and their signature dish is on Skyhaven's must-try food list. You'll like it.
On my way here, I noticed how the restaurants in Lincoln are hosting special events for Azure's Echo Day. Look into your lover's eyes for 30 seconds and enjoy the special discount.
Doesn't that remind you of when we used to pretend to be a couple?
Our rapport was so good that the shopkeepers never suspected a thing. Come to think of it, you were definitely enjoying yourself back then?
What's wrong with working well together? It was to let a certain greedy calico get what she wanted. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what those discounts actually were. I only recall the events being very touching. Although I feel nostalgic, what we have now is much better. We don't need excuses anymore. And we're not pretending. We have a genuine relationship, you know? Unfortunately, the restaurant we're going to doesn't have such a thoughtful activity. And even though there's no discount, I'd still like us to do that 30-second staring thing. It's a request. We can save it for after dinner or later in the evening. We can do it whenever you want.
Goodness gracious me, that's very sweet. I think the audio is a little loud though. If anything is too loud or too quiet, just let me know, okay? Also, yeah, I worked on Saturdays, but I do get a higher pay rate. Fair. At least you get the money. A little bit is fine. Yeah, but I don't want it to be super loud. I felt like his voice was kind of booming there, so I'll lower it a bit. I'll read the version that I have saved here then. I'm not gonna go through all the choices. Asia's Echo Day happened so quickly. In the blink of an eye, it left with Kohelm Express and never looked back. There's always next time. We'll see each other again soon. The path I'm using to see you is becoming more familiar. In other words, so are we each other's gravity coordinates now? This bouquet is huge. I can barely see where I'm walking. I stand on the crowd. You came all the way to Sky Heaven to spend Asher's Echo Day with me. I felt just like the bouquet. When you feel treasured, you can't help but want to show off. Alright, cute. Alright, let's do Clear Day Return. I had to get a grip and not press into the house option, the home option, because that thing takes 20 years to load and also drains my battery. Is anyone having the same problem with me if they're not like playing on PC? If they're playing on like devices like iPad or like phone and stuff, do you experience the same thing as me where like it like the home feature basically just heats up like the devices so bad, like, and it also drains the battery super fast too. I think the battery of my iPad is a bit charred now because of that. Like it's kind of fucked up. It get fucked a bit. I hope they fix it. I don't know how they can fix it, but can you do something in fall? Jesus, this game is not fitted for like phone and iPad at all, in my opinion anyway. Like gee. Yeah, I heard it does. It burns the whole device up. Not good. I haven't been touching it that much except like just like dropping in to get some plants and stuff and then call it a day. Alright. Right, I need to get a grip. I need to get a grip because I will misread everything and I will not pronounce anything correctly. Oh, by the way, disclaimer. I cannot read some of the Chinese names, most of the Chinese names, I would say. So, like, I did try to note down the ones that I saw, like that I already read in the event storyline. But the rest of it, I cannot promise that I'm gonna pronounce anything correctly. I will try my best. Okay, the thing is, I look Chinese. My family is Chinese. I am born and raised in Thailand. So my knowledge in China and Chinese culture in general is very thin. Like I do celebrate like Chinese New Year and stuff like that because my family does. But ooh, I don't understand Chinese. I cannot read some of these names properly at all. And also like I mean my family is more Cantonese, not really mainland China. So there is a whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, I will irritate some people so bad because of this. And also, I'm gonna be honest when it comes to like my opinions on the cards. I did this with every card that I played before. So if I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't like certain thing, or if I think that like the writing is dark ass, I'll say it. Okay. I don't know. It's not a personal attack to people who like it. Just to be on the same page, because I know there are many people who are like, who got like really defensive about like the things that they like and stuff, and they got kind of mad at me for saying that like certain card was kind of dark ass. I am sorry. Okay. Yeah. Protect your peace. If you think that like I'm talking about something that is like not really to your liking, then it's okay. Just don't watch. you have the button at your finger that you can just click and then you can just leave. You know, so on and so forth. There's a whole thing. So yeah, there's that. I think I covered everything. Probably. Alright, let's do it. Let me read chat a bit before I go. Little but it's fine. I heard it does. Now it's officially available for map. Oh really? Do I? I'm like, is it time for me to buy Mac? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not buying Mac. Lamar, all good? Ah, noted. Yeah. Hi, Lady Misa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm about to start playing CLEARDAY Return. You're just in time. Alright, let's go. Tell me the story again about how you chose me out of everyone else. Okay, let's do it. Huh. Ah. At the border of the Yun Prefecture and Yan Prefecture stands a small riverside town. It's an ordinary place. Boats glide along the river, merchants call out to show off their wares, and the air hums with the same liveliness as countless other towns.
Would you like a pastry, miss? I have osmanthus, red bean paste, sesame, and even savory fillings with scallion oil and shredded radish.
Bro, that makes me so hungry. That's crazy. Red bean paste? Are you referring to the ones made from security beans?
Of course not. Security beans are poisonous. I only use the best red beans.
I can see where we are going. Jesus. I'll take the simplest one and exchange it for this. Take it. I pat my pocket and pull out a little jade gourd. Tipping it, I let a single white pill fall into my palm. I'll be paying with ibuprofen now? This is the third day since I left Shaoxi. Okay, Shaoxi. I need to get a grip. This is third day since I left Shaoxi Hollow, and I still haven't found Caleb. My silver is about to run out. Do you know of Shaoxi Hollow's master, Caleb? This ice skin pill was made by him. It's worth a fortune. Ah, my pastry! The merchant, who was smiling moments ago, had snatched away the food. She returns to kneading her dough. I mean, that's fair, that's fair.
If you don't have money, try another stall. 3 copper coins for a pastry. I don't give discounts, not even to great heroes or sect leaders.
Very fair, I understand. You know, business. Wait, hold up! Is this VA the same VA as that kid from Death and Rebirth? The white-haired kid, I can't remember the name. Ha! In fact, you're reusing your VA again. I turn to leave, but my stomach growls loudly before I can take a step. Seconds pass, and the merchant shakes her head. She presses the pastry into my hands and points at a tea house on a nearby shore.
You don't look like a lass who lives here. Did you get separated from your family? Go there and ask around. It's crowded, but someone might be able to help.
How young is MC in this card? I mean, in ancient time, people kind of grew up super fast, right? Like, teens, like, the teens by our standard are like kind of adult by this standard, no? I thank her and head toward the tea house. However, my mind keeps turning over the same thought. I was only slightly late when I came down the mountain. How have I not caught up to Caleb? Shaoxi Hollow.
Yan Prefecture's herbal sect isn't far from here. Once I bring back the soul bloom and turn it into medicine, we'll remove the remaining poison from your body.
Okay, so MCU was poison. I did talk about this like during the event story where I was like, so is she sick? Like, kind of terminally ill or something? Oh, okay. I see.
Then you won't be a medicine vessel anymore. You'll be a normal girl, like everyone else outside the hollow.
Medicine vessel! Hold up, wait. Wait, the event did say this! The event did say this. Oh, I have been so busy, I forgot about everything. God. Yeah, the event did say that, like, the previous Shaoxi master or something kind of tasted like medicines on her, right? Okay. Even if it can't be cured this time, don't be disheartened. I am not desperate. I let out a quiet sigh. Ever since Caleb had arrived in Chelsea Hollow a few years ago, he had been working non-stop to find a cure for me. I always thought he did it because he hated seeing the old Hollow Master use people as test subjects. Maybe he paid more attention to me because my condition was worse than the others. But without realizing it, I grew more dependent English. But without realizing it, I grew more dependent on this handsome, kind man who always took care of me.
After all these years, you still haven't learned that? I'd never disappoint you, little one.
About the disappointment thing, you in this AU has yet to disappoint me just yet, but you in the previous AU disappointed me a great deal, bro. So, there is that. Kind of wondering now, how old is MC in this AU? Because, like, maybe she just looks kind of younger than her actual age because, like, you know, it has been test subject for so long and stuff. Kind of just wondering, just because like that merchant was like, yeah, little girl, that you last, you can go and ask for like where your family is at a tea house there, and I was like, how old is this girl? And also, wait, what did he say again? All these years, okay. A few years ago, it's not really, they didn't really specify how many years, huh? Alright. By the way, this is 3 days ago. I kinda didn't read that out, but this is 3 days ago. In Yun Prefecture, there's a hollow along a winding stream where various kinds of peonies grow. It's called Shaoxi Hollow. Famous because of its herbal medicine, the location was once full of living test subjects. They were referred to as medicine vessels. Only after Caleb became the master of Hollow was the cruel practice abolished, for his medicines never failed. Those who were cured left the Hollow, and he escorted them. As for the ones who can't be saved, they rest behind the mountain forever. I'm the last medicine vessel, but I don't want to be killed and sent away, and I don't want to die. I only want to stay with Caleb. Fair. Nice hairstyle, bro. It started raining, and the paths behind the mountain were wet and slippery. Caleb had me hold onto his flute so I could keep my balance as we walked down. Are we going the route where it's like, men and women are different. We cannot touch each other. Hold this flute instead. Are we going that way? Alright. Butterflies surged from the peonies and circled him. They followed us.
This is far enough. A few more steps will result in you being unable to return.
What? The butterflies can follow you. Why can't I do the same?
Dusk flies only live for one day. If they follow me out of the hollow, they'll be dead before nightfall.
Half a day with you is better than staying here alone. Now hold up. Is there anyone in the Shaoxi Hollow at all that can help her just in case something happens? This is a weak and sick person. If she slips and falls and hit her head, she's dead, bro. Like that. I don't know, maybe it's just me being paranoid because like I used to have like sick people at home, sick family member at home, and I was paranoid as fuck that like if I do not watch them like a hawk, they will slip and fall and die, you know. Like, Caleb, is there anyone taking care of a girlie when you're away? I mean, you can just, I don't know, take her with you or something. Seeing me sulk, he lifted his flute and played a soft tune. The dusk flies were coated into dancing around me. What did I say? Were coaxed into dancing around me. What are you doing?
There. Now they'll keep you company.
The butterflies that can live only for one day will accompany MC while you're gone for more than one day. Are you mathing? Are you mathing, Caleb? And also, don't. Okay, this is kind of ironic because I'm wearing a lot of butterfly stuff here, right? But like, in all actuality, I'm a little scared of butterflies, especially when they belly up. Like, at the end of the day, they're still insects. And I have like this deep fear of insects. Especially when they belly up and they show like their very, very insecty parts. And I'm like, maybe we don't look at that. Alright, let me read this a bit. OMG, I love red bean. Good for you. I actually do not really like red beans. I'm sorry. I mean, Asians don't raise it. What? No, but this girl is like probably pretty young too. So, I see the butterfly right right behind you, Caleb. Alright. There now, they'll keep you company for a day. Nothing more. And then they're dead. Cool. We are in grave of fireflies ever like again. But I, being upset, still chewed the grass I had picked along the way. Don't eat something off the ground. Do you know what it's like to be outside the hollow, Caleb?
You meet all sorts of individuals.
And?
The living, the dead, those who cling to life, those who throw it away.
In other words, it's livelier compared... Oh, God, I can't read. In other words, it's livelier compared to here.
Correct. When you're cured, you'll see it for yourself.
But I'm alive and well. Why can't it go with you?
What awaits is a world filled with bad people. You're a medicine vessel. Your blood, your skin, even your flesh can be turned into medicine. If they catch you...
With a flick of his fingers, he plucks a somewhat chewed grass from my mouth. Don't eat things off the ground!
You can't eat the poisonous plants and berries behind the mountain anymore. And you won't see me again.
So you like eating it, MC? Huh. You used the same method to scare me last time.
Let's not forget the fact that you were lost in the misty labyrinth formation for 2 days soon after.
I understand his concern now.
When I brought you back, you were so hungry that you almost ate every poisonous fruit in the garden.
Knowing he wouldn't change his mind, I let go of his sleeve and pouted. Fortunately, I memorized the route to leave. I'll catch up to him. Caleb, you know this girl's temperament and personality. This kind of cute where you should be like, yeah, I'm gonna lock you up for like 5 days straight until I come back. You cannot go out. Yeah? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I was right behind Caleb when he left the hollow this time, yet I still lost him. Inside the tea house, the storyteller continues his tale. The pair of star-crossed lovers have parted ways and reunite several times, all within the moments it takes to finish a cup of tea.
And the woman said, "If you truly love me, you'd never leave me again."
Business trip? Is loving someone enough to keep them from leaving? I'm lost in thought when a familiar figure passes by the door. Caleb! Chase! Give chase! I run out of the tea house and see him turn to an alley. But when I go there, I find a dead end. Okay, at first I was like, I kind of read it first and then like I'm kind of like just reading it right after, right? So my brain kind of, my eyes saw like the word, I find a date, and I was like, a dead person? Oh, a dead end, sorry. Strange. He's probably up there.
Are you looking for someone, miss? Let the Grey Rope Gang help.
Grey Rope Gang? Why? You sound kind of lame, dude. At least be like the X Gang, you know, like in Kung Fu Hustle. I turn and see several young men standing behind me. All of them are wearing grey clothes. That won't be necessary. I don't have the money to hire you. Excuse me, please. I tried to walk past them, but one... Oh, did I just hear, like, the sword unsheathed? But one in front suddenly draws his sword. The blade glints as he blocks my path. Okay.
That won't be a problem. If we take it back and use it for medicine, we'll have all the money we need.
That won't be a problem. I love the delivery. I'm sorry. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? You're about to get kicked ass. A note played from a flute cuts through the air. Everyone freezes and looks up. I told you he's up there! Gee. I wrote the script, man. A figure carved in white stands on a roof. Tall and graceful, he plays his instrument as if no one else exists.
That flute. How have we offended Master Caleb today?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I simply dislike seeing a horde of rats crawl out.
The flute falls silent. In the next heartbeat, the figure leaps down, his robes billowing before he lands behind me. He gently places his hand on my shoulder. His smile is pleasant, but his gaze is cold.
That was your filthy hand reaching out just now, right?
Yes! Beat his ass up! He's trying to, well, turn me into... ibuprofen? Kick his ass.
And she's a medic.
I love these NPCs. These NPCs are so fucking funny. Gasp. Gasp. Ripple throughout the group. The man's sword hand is already swollen and blue. He's been poisoned. Okay, I was expecting his hand to just fly off from his wrist, but maybe that's too graphic.
Nothing at all. But that hand will no longer be of use to you.
Oh man, hope that's not your favorite wank hand. Oh yeah, broski, yeah, long time no see, it's been like 3 days. The others grab their poisoned comrade and flee. Only then do I turn around to look at Caleb. I'm secretly pleased. I just realized... only then do I turn around to look Caleb. Did you forget the word at? Or am I just stupid and like we don't need the word at before his name here? Info? Hello? Thought? I'm secretly pleased. Okay, yeah, MC, I know you. Out of these two, you're always the more twisted one. Come on. I knew all of them combined couldn't stand a chance against you. What kind of poison did you use? Did you coat yourself with it beforehand? It smells nice.
You can still smile even in this situation. You're getting bolder. Now you won't even listen to me.
To be fair, bro, I don't think she really listened to you much anyway. But to be expected, you know? I take my medicine on time, and it's so dangerous here. Of course, I have to stay close to... Before I can finish, Caleb walks away. I scramble to catch up. But he walks faster and faster. I'm about to lose him. Leap onto his back. Tuck his hair while you're at it. Make him bow.
When did you learn that trick? Let go.
If I do, you'll leave me again. I refuse. You never take me with you when you leave the hollow. Is it bad that I don't want to be apart from you?
Oh. And why is it that you refuse to be separated from me?
Because I can't answer. He doesn't say anything else and continues walking. Clicking to his back, I suddenly remember the tea house tale. Inspiration strikes at my feet dangle. Whoa. Inspiration strikes as my feet dangle. I like you. It's because I like you. When you like someone, you don't want to be separated from them.
You've only been outside for a few days, and you still can't tell the difference between red beans and jaquiri beans. Do you know what it means to like someone?
So you've been watching. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest, because in any timeline this dude be like surveilling. What is the word? Hidden cameras and shit like that. I know what you are. Huh. Feels kind of like he's trying to. What is the word? Goad her into realizing something. Okay. It's okay. I'll see. Because like usually Caleb is the one who would be like, yeah, we will not separate, right? Which I do not think like is really different in this AU, but like how it's gonna play out might be different. Alright, you've been outside for a few days, huh? I mean, MC also like seem pretty inexperienced in this AU, so I think it's a good choice that he just doesn't just take it. Like when she was like, yeah, I like you, he didn't just be like, yeah, let's get married now. I think it's fair. I think it's fair he would just let her kind of grow up a bit more. Oh, that sounds very wrong. Of course. I slide off his back, rummage through my pouch, and shove all the fruits I picked these past days into his arms. Liking someone means giving them the best fruits you have. Yes? Caleb turns his head before calmly pocketing a few of the reddest, most poisonous fruits. He doesn't say anything. Okay, all of them are poisonous? Those are my favorites. Now that you've taken them, you can send me back.
You like me, poisonous fruits, and the pastry you're hiding.
Listen, the girl is growing, right? I don't know how old she is, but like, she needs to eat! Let her eat! Are you gonna steal her food or what? Man.
Can you tell me how liking me is any different from liking them?
See? I know what you're doing. I can't eat you? Debatable, MC. I mean, depends on a trigger warning that this game's gonna have. You can actually eat him. A moment passes, then he sighs, pinches my cheeks, and gently shakes my face.
I knew I was right about you. Come, I won't escort you back. Instead, I'll give you the time to think as we travel.
Kind of wonder how weak is MC at the moment, because like traveling is gonna take a toll on the body, right? The next morning, we leave the town on 2 small donkeys. We're going to visit Yen Prefecture's herbal sect. Do you know how to ride donkey? I swing a donkey's back. My nose buried in a book I recently bought. It's called Winning a Handsome Hero's Heart.
What are you reading? You've been hiding it from me since yesterday.
I won't tell you. It's a secret manual, and heroes don't show such a text to someone.
Indeed. Most texts are priceless treasures that are kept locked away. I bet yours was holding up a table leg at the bookstore.
Wow, how insulting! Hey, like cheap romance books also have their use, like you kind of just let you slip into a fantasy for a bit and be like, yeah, this is so fucking funny. Good, cool. Now I feel better. With an exaggerated display of calmness, I flip the page and ignore his remark. Wait until I use every trick in this. Oh. Then he'll know how my feelings are genuine. I mean, it's kinda... Did we ever have MC kind of just like herbal sect Yen Prefecture? Okay. Did we ever have MC kind of just like trying to curry favor with Caleb like this? I don't... Not really in this way anyway. That's kind of nice. Like a change of pace, I guess. You know what? At first I was like, man, another AU? Because we just had Throne of Heroes, right? Like, the last banner was Throne of Heroes. So, I was 50-50 on this card being an AU again, because like we could have just gotten something from the current timeline. Although I understand that like there's this kind of theme, I think it's best to not be just like the current timeline, Caleb MC just wearing like ancient Chinese clothes. But you get the feelings like at first it was kind of 50-50 on this being an AU again, like back to back with like Throne of Heroes. But now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, there's enough like difference, and I think I can let it slide. I'm kind of into this. Okay, wait, let me read chat a bit. Get him, Caleb. Just get him. Break his arm. No, sorry. I'm just glad this isn't like a dress-up modern day event, Lamar. I was thinking of that because at first I saw like I saw like the thumbnail of the banner, and I was like, if this is an AU, I would have the issue with how it's AU back to back. But if this is a modern timeline stuff, I would have even more issues with it. So I'm like, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. All right. Rain pitter patters outside Baikal. Baikal, right? Okay. Rain pitter patters outside Baikal Pavilion, and inside, faint green smoke curls in the air. The disciples. What is this music? That's nice. The disciples at the door are fast asleep. Patient and unhurried, Caleb searches the shelves. He grabs a dusty herbal scripture and flips through it.
Fire Chilean Horn. Take as much as you like and can be used for all illnesses. Who writes nonsense like this and dares to call themselves the herbalist immortal? No wonder so many people outside the hollow become ill from the wrong prescriptions.
I was thinking that like that kind of like fire horn kind of name, I don't think you should actually take it in however many doses you want. That sounds like it's gonna, I don't know, burn you from the inside or something. Meanwhile, I go to another shelf and find a fancy book. Dream Fruit, Nightly Tales. Girl, what kind of nightly tales are we talking about? Is it like just like, I don't know, story you tell in the dark or something? Or is it like Having lived for years in Du Prefecture, which is home to fierce beasts and venomous creatures, the writer was able to collect many remarkable stories. Oh, okay, it's that kind of stories. I'm sorry, MC, for doubting you. An herbalist borrows magical fruits and feeds one to her lover. Then... I'm about to turn the page when warmth brushes against my cheek. I turn my head and see Caleb leaning in. Do you wanna read? Could have told me.
Why did you stop reading?
Why do you keep staring at me? Aren't you supposed to be looking for the soul bloom?
Watching your expression change is more interesting than reading these books. And the soul bloom isn't here. We must...
An elderly woman wearing green clothes steps into the pavilion.
Master Caleb, do you think my sex territory is your courtyard?
Oh wait, do you guys not have the... did you guys not ask for the permission first and you just barged in? Well, I mean...
I'm only here to obtain what I need. I had no intention of causing trouble. But your herbal scriptures need to be revised. I only flipped a few pages and already found several mistakes.
Get her! He tosses the book to her. She catches it, looks through the pages, and then closes it.
Do you think most can see as clearly as you? My eyes are getting worse by the day. I can hardly read. I heard you drove off some members of the Grey Robe Gang. They're an influential force in Yang Prefecture nowadays. They won't forget what you've done.
What did you call it? Yang Prefecture? Isn't it Yan Prefecture? This is gonna be tough for me, man.
I'll wipe out their nest then. It saves me the trouble of being forced to look at them again.
You know what? Good. Do it, bro! Yes, let's go!
Your temper is still the same after all these years.
There has never been a moment when I was renowned for my kindness. I hope the herbal sect's leader doesn't forget that. I pursue herbalism because I enjoy it. But I'm not interested in saving everyone I see.
Oh, this Caleb is a bit different from Lincoln Caleb, huh? I mean, there are many differences already, but like, I guess this aspect of him is kinda... Because Lincoln Caleb, even when he is like the quote-unquote worst version of himself, he will still save people if he can. If the circumstance allows him to. You know the things that happened to KV and Mia in like Homecoming Wings, that was kind of out of the control. But like in like Burnline Card, he didn't have to save anyone there, but he did because he's generally a good person. Okay, but I'm kind of curious about this version of him. All right.
Yet, you have someone you're desperate to cure?
Her situation isn't a matter that can be discussed.
You don't need to tell me your secrets. However, you must do me a favor if you want my medicine. Some pesky visitors are here for medicine. We can't afford to offend them, and we don't have what they want.
It's time to beat them up, broski!
Deal with them. And in exchange, I'll give you...
Okay, but here's the thing though. Does this old lady have the enough upper hand to make a deal with Caleb now? Because I feel like this Caleb kind of don't like this Caleb kind of just doesn't give a fuck.
Soul Bloom.
Okay, negotiable. Good God, I was thinking that like you would just beat up an old lady and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna take my share and then leave. You still have integrity, okay. She hesitates, her expression changing.
I'm afraid you're out of luck. You're late by a few days.
Okay, who do we have to beat up to get that? 2 days ago, the sect leader's old friend visited and took the last soul bloom. The sect leader agrees to write to that friend and requests they keep it for us if Caleb drives away those troublesome visitors. As for whether the friend will hand over the soul bloom, it depends on Caleb's actions. Well, better write like a proper contract then. As soon as Caleb nods, the sect leader's messenger bird is sent out. But the heavy rain from last night has yet to cease. It's too dangerous to go down the mountain, so Caleb decided that we'll stay here for some time.
That's Master Caleb? I grew up hearing stories about how he plays a bone flute and poisons enemies from 1,000 miles away.
Kinda wonder how you're gonna poison someone with bone flute. Like, minus like just and then like, I don't know, silver needle coated in poison kinda just fly out. I don't think 1,000 miles away is possible though. How magical are you?
That supposedly happened 2 years ago. Honestly, it sounds too exaggerated to be true.
I agree.
Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean he can't do it. Do you think he'll sign one of my manuals? I could frame it and put it on my desk.
Oh my god, even in this AU where Caleb is a bit of a douche. Well, no offense, bro. I mean, you're not like your version of yourself, okay? But like you're kind of this like more selfish version of you, which I like. But like even in this AU, he's still a popular person, and everyone like, and they're still like, what is the word? Fanboys, kind of just like, Caleb, you're the best. If you remember like some previous cards and stuff where like the boys were like, bro, this guy is so cool. Can you join my team? Bro, in every fucking universe, I can't fucking believe it. Do I have to fight a fanboy again?
Say that in a louder voice if you want to die young.
Yeah, I mean, this Caleb seems like he might. They exchange nervous looks. In the end, no one dares to bother the man who is reading quietly under the tree. Behind the tree, I crouch in the shade, belonging to some rocks, and check the bamboo tube hidden in my sleeve once more. What is in there? Xiaoqing, I catch you the freshest box every day. You better cooperate later. Xiaoqing. Who? I review the book's instructions again. I must create the... What? I review the book's instructions again. I must create a crisis, wait for Caleb to rescue me, and then confess my feelings. This is so silly, okay. This is nothing. I can do it. Okay, who is Xiaoqing? Now I'm kind of worried. Is it a poisonous snake? As soon as Caleb stands, I release Xiaoqing. Pretending to panic, I run. Okay. Help me! There's a snake! Before I can continue, Caleb swiftly catch... Oh god. Caleb swiftly... I can't read. Before I can continue, Caleb swiftly catches Xiaoqing, who's behind my head. Behind your head?
Don't worry. You eat poisonous plants every day. A normal snake's venom can't hurt you.
Xiaoqing is really a fucking snake. Oh my god.
Besides, this one is harmless. It'd make a fine pet.
Did you just catch this little guy? Huh? Xiaoqing coils around his fingers and seemingly nuzzles his hand.
Do you want to pet it? It's very docile.
I'd rather not. My first attempt fails. Fortunately, I have another. I'll win him over by cooking for him. Oh, I can smell disaster in the air. What a coincidence! I bumped into you when I entered the courtyard. Today must be our lucky day. If you hadn't caught Xiaoqing, I mean the snake, I would have spilled the herbal congee I made for you. I pull out the box I prepared and serve him a bowl of thick black congee. Why is it black?
Fire chilling horn, futsu, ginseng, pepper. You came up with this recipe yourself?
I'm a bit scared for his life, not gonna lie. I heard it's good for your health. Eat it while it's hot. Eat it while it's hot.
One bowl of this surely lets you run 10 laps around the mountain.
Oh.
Quiet. If Master Caleb isn't complaining, then you don't get to either.
Caleb glances in the direction, and the disciples immediately lower their gaze and scurry away with the basket. He turns back, smiles at me, and unhurriedly puts a spoon I'm holding into his mouth.
Not bad. The ingredients are balanced, and the time spent simmering is accurate.
So you like it? If you do, I could make it every day. Caleb takes the utensil. Caleb takes the utensil and feeds me the next spoonful. It's bitter.
I like it. But since you put so much effort into making this, I shouldn't finish it by myself.
Oh well.
Eat this with me.
I already ate while cooking. If you like it, you can have more. Caleb raises an eyebrow but doesn't press me. He eats a congee one spoonful at a time. Then he takes 2 preserved fruits from the gourd at his waist and pops them into my mouth.
I finished the congee, so these are yours. Now we both ate something we like.
The sweetness lingers in my mouth. Seeing Caleb smile, I know this is a perfect moment to confess. Caleb, actually,
Master Caleb, the visitors I mentioned the other day are waiting.
Can you make it fast, Caleb? Like, just... I swallow back the words that reach the tip of my tongue. Caleb stares at me for a moment before glancing at the sect leader.
Let them wait. I doubt they'll die in the next second. What were you about to say?
I was like, yeah, this dude was like, why did you interrupt it? Aside from Caleb, several other curious gazes turned toward me. And nothing. I'll tell you tomorrow when I bring you congee. Congee? Congee. I thought it's Kongi. It's not Kongi? Hold up! Caleb called it Kanji. I have always read it as Kongi. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Kanji.
It's Kanji. It's Kanji, not Kanji. Oh god, wait, I've been reading that shit wrong all these years. That's crazy. Thank you, Caleb. Good god. Also, well, I have to go. Have a great scene. Thank you for watching, Misa. Have a good rest of your day. Also, let me read. Okay, but Dark, you can draw your Golden Destiny piece OC with this Caleb. If you saw me drew, I mean, I did draw Caleb in like kind of ancient China setting before. But not this one because it's way before this one, and it's called like Return of the Fried Caleb, you know, and there is like my MC there. If I had time to flesh it out, I would tell you that like, actually, this is the same universe as Golden Destiny runs, so MC is actually from the Piss sect. Wow, out of context, this sounds kind of bad, but with context, I think it still sounds bad. It's okay. Alright, day after day, more visitors seek herbal medicine only to be driven away by Caleb. I brought him Kanji for 3 days straight, but I have yet to speak with him alone. This won't do. I need a more direct approach. As a Kanji cooks, I pick up winning a handsome hero's heart. However, the more pages I read, the more absurd it seems. Strategy number 36. Carve your name onto his ankle. Even if he runs 1,000 miles, he'll never escape you. You know what? I mean, the book is kind of making sense, MC. Yeah. Let's start with this one. Strategy number 44. Poison his tea and then offer him the antidote. He'll owe you his life. What? I mean, this one also works. What do you mean what? I think this one also works. I flipped to the last page. This is purely for entertainment. Don't use it as actual advice. This is supposed to be on the first page, but hey, I think like some of these sounds good. You know, I think some of these kind of work. You just have to be tactful about it, yeah? What a useless book. Realizing I've been wasting my time, I angrily blow out the fire under the Kanji. I hit back with my empty box. Just like before, I pass by Baikal Pavilion where Caleb often stays.
I've been waiting for... Huh? Why the long face? Don't tell me someone bullied you.
In every fucking universe, bro. No, but why did you say you liked my kanji, Caleb? It's so bitter. Other people would have spat it out.
Who cares what they think? Besides, only I get to eat what you make. Is that why you didn't make kanji today?
There's more. I hesitate before pulling out winning a handsome hero's heart and giving it to him. Read it, and don't you dare laugh.
So you actually tried those strategies on me. I have to admit, it's working. I've been feeling more energetic at night as of late.
What have you been trying? Oh my god. Grinning, he rolls up the book and uses it to tap my head.
I thought you were overthinking again and avoiding me. If you wish to provide compensation, pick herbs with me.
Kinda curious how they never really mentioned MC's stamina. I mean, she's a medicine vessel? Does it make her constitution, is that the word? Fuck. Does it make her overall health, like, really, like, Like at like 1 HP all the time or what? Because like I don't think it's showing. Huh. Deep within Mount Yen, mist floats through the forest and the air smells like herbs. Caleb walks at a leisurely pace. He occasionally plucks an herb and tosses it into the basket I'm carrying. Why are you moving slowly? This feels more like a stroll than work.
If I walk faster, you won't keep up. Who will carry my basket then? These herbs don't grow in the hollow. I'll take them back.
He suddenly bends down, pushes aside a patch of grass, and picks up a weed that emits a purple glow. Then he puts it into his mouth and chews. Caleb, that herb doesn't look... Before I finish, Caleb's face changes. He clutches his chest, staggers, and leans against a tree. I've never seen him like this. Without a second thought, I drop the basket and rush to him. Open your mouth! I need you to spit it out. No, we don't have much time. The poison is spreading too quickly. Drink my blood. Keep it at bay. I grab a sharp stone to cut my palm, but he suddenly grasps my wrist.
We don't need to do that.
Why are you using your horny animation? Excuse me, sir?
Come closer. I'll take a drop from your ear instead.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was like a drop of blood from her ear? I was like a drop from her ear and I was like, earwax? That's gross. I'm sorry. I don't understand, but he must know how to cure himself. I lean toward him. The sharp pain I expected never arrives. Instead, something warm and soft grazes my earlobe. Were you pretending?
There. It's better.
Dude, prior to this, you were like, yeah, grab this flute so that we can walk together, right? And now dude be like, her ear. And I'm like, whoa, now hold that, broski. Huh? I look at Caleb. His expression is calm and reveals no signs of him being poisoned. He's still holding me, his long hair resting on his neck. His faint smile reminds me of a tale I once heard. The mountains have spirits who feed on human souls. Once they find you, they never leave.
You just saved my life.
Were you pretending? What the fuck was that plant that glows purple? What? I did? But...
If I say you did, then you did. So you should let me repay you properly.
Whoa! I've never seen this kind of gaslighting move before. That's crazy. A fine rain begins to fall. Water droplets cascade onto the forest and his neck. Everything feels warm and damp.
When the rain stops in a few days, we'll leave. Before then, you can think about how you want me to repay you.
Okay, it's all according to Keikaku, I guess. Wait, let me read chat a bit. Caleb? What was he doing? I spent the next few days mulling over it. Unfortunately, I still can't figure out what Caleb actually wants for my request. Knowing we are leaving the mountain early tomorrow, I make up my mind that night. I suddenly toss my soft pillow onto his bed. You said you had to repay me. I have decided. Whoa! I always say this girl is the freakier one of the two. Or do you mean just like sleep, like platonically, just laying like a plank, side by side kind of sleep? And I'm just like dirty-minded. Oh god, this is poking on my head. Sleep with me tonight! The emotions in Caleb's gaze slightly flicker. He turns to the side and quickly snuffs out the lamp's flame. The room darkens. Only our two shadows sway and overlap on the wall.
Do you know what people normally do after the lights go out?
Start, telling horror stories in the dark. Right? If I knew everything, I wouldn't have been fooled by a supposed secret manual.
I thought so.
I pout and start to turn away, but he pats the bed. His eyes shine with amusement.
Come here. I'll teach you.
What? Are you wrestling? Okay, this is a cop-out. I swear this is not what I'm thinking it is. Okay, they either just wrestle or they were like just, I don't know, doing planks or something side by side. I swear to God. But also, like, why are you using like the horny animation preset for this? What the fuck? Okay, I lean against Caleb's chest. My eyes are closed as I try to steady my breathing. So, this is what people do once the lights are gone?
Of course. A little bit of exercise before bed clears the meridians. It's good for the body.
No.
And your buckwheat pillow is the perfect weight. Lifting it a few times will eventually strengthen your muscles.
They were fucking doing pillow fight! I fucking knew it. Well, close enough. I was like, they were wrestling. They were like doing planks. Pillow fights. Buckwheat pillow. Hold up. Isn't like ancient China pillow, like ancient Chinese pillows are like made of like super hard materials? You're gonna die if you play pillow fight. Hold on, what is buckwheat pillow? Buckwheat pillow. Hold up. Ah, the music is nice though. Buckwheat pillow. Oh, huh. Ah, it's a soft one, but like, I kind of wonder, like, what era is this? I see. People actually like to hit each other with pillows before sleeping?
When have I ever lied to you?
I hate to break it to you, Caleb. Well, at this very moment, your expression is the same as when you lied about the medicine being not bitter. I doubt I can truly do anything. Slightly saddened, I sink into his embrace. Caleb, what is your heart made of? I can't pry it open.
It's not a clamshell. When it's ready, it will open on its own. So stop trying to force it.
Yeah. Good. I understand. When will it open? Do I have to wait 10 or 20 years?
Maybe hundreds of years from now. Or before you wake up tomorrow.
You fought me off. Fought? Were we British? You fought me off twice tonight. You're mean. Seconds pass, then I feel a faint rumble in his chest. He's laughing.
I'll say it directly to you next time.
Okay. Soft and unreal, his steady breath. Soft and unreal, his steady breath carries my ear. Now I demand that I need a secret time when they just do pillow fight. And it's just pillow fight. No funny business, okay? I'm slowly pulled into his warm, lingering presence. My eyelids grow heavy.
You're already asleep? My heart has been open to you from the start. The real question is, how much can you tolerate?
Oh, what does that even mean? Whoa, oh yeah. I'm only pretending to sleep, of course, but after waiting and hearing nothing else, I actually drift off. Yet my thoughts still seemed to follow Caleb's voice. I'm pulled back to a night from a long time ago. It's one I almost forgot about. Okay, give me backstory. Chelsea Hollow, a long time ago. It was the middle of the night. Unable to sleep, I tossed and turned on my bed. My head, it hurts. Oh wait, this is the kid, right? Okay, I'll do the kid voice next time. Earlier, the Chelsea Hollow's master made me taste a new medicine. The pain is worse than ever. The stabbing sensation has reached my bones. Caleb, I need to find him. He knows what to do. Caleb had only been there for half a year, but he was already the master's precious disciple. He lived in the best living quarters. Wait, maybe not that young. Okay. It was right across from the master's study. I gritted my teeth and sneaked over there, but the closer I got, the stranger it felt. It's too quiet. Moonlight spilled onto the path and filled every crack between the stone tiles under my feet. But what rested between the stones wasn't moonlight. It was too dark, too thick, as if it were alive.
Watching yourself rot away, bit by bit. Isn't it fascinating? Cruel. You must have forgotten that this is the same medicine you tested on others. I only made a few adjustments to improve it. You still have several hours before it fulfills its duty. Savor every moment, alright?
Get him, Caleb! Get him! Make him pay! The door to the study was slightly ajar. Moonlight revealed the familiar figure crossing the threshold. It was the same person who had once taken me fishing, knocked down fruit from trees, counted clouds with me, and played music for me. That night, he still wore a white robe, but blood had soaked it from the hem upward. Even his cheek was stained red. Under the moonlight, it was as if serpentine crimson peonies were blooming and wrapping itself around him. It was beautiful and terrifying. He turned his head. The coldness in his eyes hadn't completely faded, but he smiled once he saw me. The courtyard was silent as a cloud swallowed the moon. He walked toward me. I tried to step back, but I fell onto the ground.
Don't be afraid. Did your pain get worse? It's my fault. I should have killed him sooner.
Caleb slowly crouched down and took my hands. His touch was freezing. The heavy scent of blood spread from him, mingling with the peony fragrance. The line just left me? What the fuck? Okay. The heavy scent of blood spread from him, mingling with the peony fragrance that filled the courtyard and slowly closed around me. Something cold and soft brushed my palm before pulling away. Only then did I realize it had been his lips. Oh, this dude and his hand fetish, huh?
You don't need to be scared. Starting from this moment, no one will hurt you again.
I mean, that dude was a piece of shit, bro. He deserves it. Well, you know, violence is not the answer, but sometimes it's the solution. I'm jolted awake. Sunlight floods the room. I see Caleb is leaning against the bed frame. I don't know how long he's been awake. It's as if he's watching over me this whole time.
You woke up half an hour earlier than I expected. You've improved.
Did you even sleep?
If you're not planning on going back to sleep, then we should go down the mountain.
We're done with this place? Alrighty. Following the sect leader's directions, we find the person who took the soul bloom soon after reaching the riverside. She's waiting on a small boat. The woman lifts the curtain to reveal a pale little girl lying on the bed. Anyone can see she doesn't have much time left.
If there were still a cure for her, I wouldn't give you the medicine.
Even if you refused, I would still obtain it.
I know what you're capable of, Master Caleb. But my sister...
I feel a pang of sympathy and suddenly tug the hem of Caleb's clothes. He responds with a reassuring look. She lets the curtain fall and leads us ashore. Before leaving, Caleb takes out a small porcelain vial and tosses it to her.
1 pill every other day. Her condition should improve within half a month.
I heard the stories about you. Most say you prefer to kill people over saving them. Why are you helping us?
Both are easy for me. It only depends on my mood.
She seems to understand, yet she can't help but glance at me several times. Caleb moves to block her gaze. A faint, cool smile curved his lips.
It's impossible to save your sister using ordinary means. This will keep her alive at the cost of her mind.
Oh wait, so she's gonna be a vegetable? Like she's gonna be in a vegetable state? Oh.
She might become confused or forget her past. She could even see you as an enemy.
Amnesia, huh? Or dementia maybe, but like... Are you hinting at something?
I'm only curious. What will you choose?
None of that matters if she lives. Thank you, Master Caleb.
Save your gratitude for when she's no longer ill. Who knows? You might hate me then.
Interesting. I would say though, dude be like, yeah, fuck everyone else, but still, he didn't have to trade like anything to get like the soul bloom, but he did. So, well, I mean, he's still Caleb. I guess he just, I don't know if that's like out of the goodness of my heart, or is it like because MC is there? Probably because MC is there. No one else is around. A soft breeze creates ripples on the water's surface, which scatter the flowers' reflections. You saved her. Why are you acting as though you're a bad person?
What others think isn't my concern. In the end, everyone acts based on their beliefs.
Fair.
I gave them the cure, but the choice was theirs. Most people lack the resilience to live with the outcome.
Well, dementia was something brutal, right?
If I had known, I never would have taken it. It's his fault. In the end, people want someone else to blame.
I nod, recalling the chatter I used to hear amongst the herbal sect disciples. This often happens. That's why Caleb's reputation in Jianghu is outside the confines of good and evil. He's merely someone people can't provoke. Never mind. The fact that I'm the only one who knows his true nature is enough.
Now that we have the soul bloom, we'll head back to the Hollow first thing tomorrow.
Well, no, we can't do that yet. If we return, he'll cure me. Then he won't need me anymore. I refuse to let that happen. We rarely leave the Hollow, and there is so much I want to do. I grab Caleb's arm and drag him toward the other part of the town. I've been sick for years. Will another day or two matter? Kinda interesting, this MC is like, yeah, I'd rather stay sick but alive just so that I can stay with this guy. Kinda interesting. I kinda understand the mindset, but at the same time, A festival is being held in this area. People are writing wishes on lanterns and letting them float down the river. Caleb notices my curiosity and goes to the other bank to get 2 lanterns. So I walk near the riverside stalls and eye the colorful trinkets.
I left to grab a lantern, and you almost bought the entire marketplace.
Caleb takes my bags, looks through them and pulls out a stuffed doll. The stall owner said it brings you good luck with research if you keep it on your desk. I thought it'd be perfect for you.
Indeed. I didn't have one before. But in all my years of herbal practice, I had never known failure.
Okay, Mr. Golden Boy.
You only want to buy me every new bauble you see.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to spoil people you like? He sees right through me and I feel slightly sheepish, but I still give him the last item in my hand.
This hairpin must have a story too.
It's a normal hairpin. But the stall owner said there is a tradition that involves giving a hairpin to someone you like. If you don't like it, I can return it. Caleb stares at me for several seconds, then he smiles and shoves the bags into my arms. You actually don't want them?
Who said that? You carefully picked out every item. Of course I'll keep them. I need my hands to write a huachin though, so you need to carry them for me. As for the hairpin...
Do you want me to pin it for you? I do not know how to do hairdos, but I can try. He leans in and carefully smooths the strands of my hair that were disheveled by the festival's liveliness. He pulls out a beautiful hairpin I've never seen before and puts it in my hair. These two are just fucking two peas in a pot. Is that the expression? The phrase? These two are really the same, man.
What a coincidence. We visited the same stall.
Same stall? Okay, that's a bit much. Flowers fall silently by the river, but my heart is pounding like a drum. Caleb, the words I like you reach my lips, yet it feels wrong to let them slip out so easily. I like it here. As you said, it's full of life and all sorts of people. Even if I was by myself, I would still enjoy it. Well, okay, that's not the right answer.
Why are you alone, though? You don't want to be with me anymore?
Well, that's a slip. Let me finish. When I think of you, the lanterns, the flowers, the hairpin, they feel lovelier. I always try to borrow other people's ideas of what liking someone means. From now on, I want to find my own method.
And when you do, you'll tell me again?
Of course.
Good. If you're not in a rush, we can light the lanterns. But you're only allowed to write my name on yours.
Devious. Okay, alright, T. Sure. I mean, to be fair, I don't think MC knows anyone at all at this rate. So, that's the only name that matters, you know. Night falls and more people gather by the river. Caleb and I find a quiet spot to release our lanterns. You've been writing for a long time. What are you putting on that huaijian?
I'm copying an herbal scripture from memory. Only 90,000 more characters left.
What are you talking about, bro? I know you're joking, but at the same time, that sounds crazy. Can we get another lantern and then do this? Because that sounds interesting as fuck.
Whoever finds this lantern shall become a sage of herbalism, which means Shaoxi Hollow will have a new heir.
Yeah, you know what? Get the new heir for Shaoxi Hollow so that we can just fuck off somewhere else. Yeah? Speechless, I grab a stick and poke his reflection that rests on the water's surface. You told me I could only write your name, but you won't let me see yours. This is unfair. Can't you say something nice? Caleb likes dark the most. Sounds wonderful. He keeps his gaze lowered as he finishes writing with the white-tipped brush I gave him earlier.
Caleb likes you the most.
Huh. I'm hungry since you like me so much. Buy me some yoping to eat?
So that's why you made me say it. You were planning to use it immediately.
I don't know, strike the iron while it's hot. He sets his lantern in the water, stands up, and pats my head.
Wait here.
Okay, I would say the card so far has been pretty fluffy, minus just a few tint of darkness. Is this where things gonna go south? Is this where things are gonna explode? I mean, she could have just gone with you. Whoa, The lantern drifts past me. When I raise my head, I see the text on the Huajian. Is my name. So he was writing about me. My heart races, but before I can read the rest, the lantern floats away. I hurry a few steps down the bank before noticing a commotion. More than 10 men in grey block the street ahead.
I found you. Even if Caleb... Ow!
A steaming hot yolping smacks his face.
That was worth 3 coins. Your value isn't equal to it.
You could have just, I don't know, pick up a rock and then throw it. That's a waste of food.
You'd use poison with so many people around? You don't care if they get hurt?
No.
I know. You'd... What?
Well, I mean, you're kind of trying to evoke pity from the wrong Caleb, bro. No one sees him move. A flash of silver appears before a needle sticks out from the man's forehead. Ooh, boyo.
And who told you I could only use poison?
See? Versatile! Man, bro, you're so good at this! Caleb rarely uses needles. He says they're too inefficient for saving lives and taking them. The needles I gave him were given to me for free after I spent 5 taels of silver. He used all of them within seconds. Panicking, the crowd disperses. In the chaos, Caleb grabs me by the waist and leaps onto the rooftop.
If you're scared of heights, close your eyes.
I'm actually scared of heights. Yeah. You're letting them go?
You expect me to fight hundreds of them alone? My arms will tire out at some point. We need to get you and the Soul Bloom back to the Hollow. I'll deal with them later.
Also, I have a feeling that you don't want to kill in front of MC. After that incident with the master, who actually deserved it, by the way, beat him up once more. I don't know, kind of dig him up from the grave and just beat him again. The Grey Robe gang are quick, but Caleb carries me with a few leaps and leaves them behind. Why do they want me?
The first time was because medicine vessels are rare. Now it's for the Soul Bloom you're carrying.
Man, we are really, really expensive, huh?
Their leader has been poisoned for years, and they searched everywhere for a cure. Of course they want it.
If they're so desperate, then shouldn't they try to be your ally? Why is he sending people to fight you?
I'm the one who poisoned him.
Oh. Oh well, I know that you have a reason, okay? Huh? Caleb takes the bundle off my back and opens the jade box holding the Soul Bloom.
It's in the past. I had a score to settle with their leader, and I didn't want him dying too easily.
I like that kind of thought process. Yeah, we shouldn't let bad people die too easily, Caleb. You know, let them stall their time and suffer.
But I think he's suffered enough. Maybe I should...
Oh, how merciful. Next to him, I look into the box and freeze. The Soul Bloom, once crystal clear, has turned into dry, yellowed fragments.
Soul Blooms are fragile. I should have been more careful.
It's not your fault if those people hadn't attacked.
Worry not. Although the herb is rare, there are more in this world. All I need is a bit of information to find another.
The Soul Bloom has been destroyed. Caleb won't be able to kill me anytime soon, which means I get to stay by his side a little longer. Maybe this isn't a bad thing? Girl. I understand, like, wanting to stay with him, but ooh, it's kind of insane too, that she was like, yeah, I'm ready to risk. Might be dying, but it's worth it. I kind of understandable, and also like by the romantic category context, I kind of get it, but at the same time, that's crazy. But in Jianghu, they say you should never celebrate too soon. In the middle of the night, a terrible pain rips into me. Awake, I feel as though 1,000 ants are gnawing at my bones. I used to feel this when I tasted medicine for the previous master of the hollow, but back then, no one cared when I cried out in pain. I learned to grit my teeth and stay silent. However, it's different with Caleb. Caleb, it hurts. It hurts so much. Sweat drips down my skin, and I'm pulled into a warm embrace. Drop by drop, bitter herbal decoction touches my lips.
There. Slowly swallow it.
Why would you question mark? That's Caleb. Through the haze, I remember that someone always helped me during these moments, yet I could never see his face.
You drank bitter decoction just like that. You're the bravest little one.
Wait, it's a return of that VA for like young Caleb that I haven't heard since like Homecoming Wings. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're still voicing Caleb? Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, I haven't heard this voice in like bajillion years. That's crazy. Huh, so they did have past together. Okay, so it makes sense now. If they had like a past together, like if they knew each other when they were younger and stuff, it makes sense now that like there's a parallel to Caleb MC in this AU and the lady who gave Soul Bloom to them. That the Caleb was like, yeah, that person, your sister can be killed, but like she might lose her memory, like she might want to kill you and stuff like that, you know. Amnesia. So MC doesn't remember, I see. The little one though, that's crazy. That's insane work.
When I return from gathering herbs, I'll take you up the mountain to play.
Oh, baby. Perhaps before I arrived in Chelsea Hollow and became a medicine vessel, this person was the one who helped me. A pleasant fragrance. When I opened my eyes again, I'm staring at the ceiling. It's one I'm familiar with, as it can only be seen in the hollow. I wrinkle my nose as a pungent scent of herbs. I'm currently soaking in one of those dark-colored medicinal baths. They only used these tubs when someone was about to die. Does it mean... Caleb, if I don't make it this time... I'm about to start saying my farewells when Caleb, who was tending to the furnace, stands a ladle's more herbal decoction into my tub.
What are you trying to say? Do you genuinely think these years of brewing herbs were in vain? If I can't save you, I might as well give up being the master of Shaoxi Hollow and plant trees in the mountains.
You definitely grow the tastiest poisonous berries.
Forget about those. You're staying in this bath for 10 more days. After that, I'll bring back another Soul Bloom and cure you.
But where will you find it?
There's a cold spring deep in Du Prefecture. It's an ideal location for Soul Blooms to grow. If they exist outside the herbal sect's territory, they'll grow there.
Du Prefecture. I remember what Dreamfruit's nightly tale said about it. It's dangerous and few come back alive. You can't! It's too dangerous! These spots will do for now. You don't need to go that far for me. Let's wait until the herbal sect has Soul Blooms again. We can visit them again.
That will take many, many years.
Aren't you staying here with me? I don't mind waiting. It doesn't matter how long it takes.
Yes, I'll stay with you.
And you're still going out to buy milk. Well, not really buy milk, but yeah. But when I open my eyes the next morning, I only see a jar of honeyed chicory beans on the table and a note. I'm traveling to Tu Prefecture for medicine and will return in 10 days. I'm always thinking of you. Keep me in your heart. Ooh, that's smooth. He tricked me again. Girl, this time you cannot run after him, okay? 3 days pass. Caleb still hasn't returned. Herbal sect disciples write to ask about my progress and even send a bundle of rare medicines. 5 days pass, and there are still no signs of Caleb. I hear rumors that the leader of the Grey Robe gang died horribly in his sleep. 7 days pass. A messenger bird arrives with a note. The little girl from the boat has fully recovered. 10 days pass. Caleb... If he doesn't return soon, I'm going to boil every poisonous... If he doesn't return soon, I'm going to boil every poisonous herb and berry he grows. After finishing today's bath, I sneak into the herb field with a digging tool. I've barely started digging when I hear footsteps behind me. It's a Kindle, right? I duck behind a rock and peek out. It's a Kindle.
When you decide to be mischievous, remember to hide your tail next time.
Who are you? I don't think we've met before. Run away! Can you run? Alright, let's go.
You took how much? Not afraid of poison?
No. That line was super sped up. That was insane. Hold up.
You took how much?
That line was sped up. That's so insane. Why did you do that? Talk back. I only took a single stalk from your herb field. Don't be upset.
And you never look guilty when you lie to me. Come, let's go home.
You always bring me candy when you return. Well?
Patience.
Grab. Let's go.
It's a pleasant surprise. Do you want it? Close your eyes.
Hold up. Wasn't there supposed to be a line there? There's none. Okay, fine. Something's not right. Oh, it's a medicine. Okay, let's go, bro. Leave! No ibuprofen today. Ah. I can smell how bitter it is. I refuse to drink it.
You promised me. Now then, what did you say before I left? Behave and open your mouth.
Well,
you're getting braver every day.
you tricked me into drinking the decoction as soon as you returned. Oh god. Oh, this angle. Oh, the aura. The aura forming is crazy. It's insane. If you leave me for this long next time, I'm ripping out all the herbs here. Aw.
I know. I believe you. So when I have to leave again, I'll tie you up. You'll be placed in my basket. Then I'll carry you with me.
What is the music in the background? That's very Island kind of music. That's so weird. 10 days later, time skip? I slowly start to feel the effects of the herbal decoction. Every day, my body grows lighter and more agile. I mean, it's not like you actually have much of a problems moving around prior to this, or at least it's not really like show don't tell, so it's as if the invisible threads binding me have finally been cut. Every breath is easier and freer.
Do you remember that day when we stayed with the herbal sect? You asked what my heart was made of.
Oh wait! Are you gonna be like your? It's her. She has always been here. Do you remember Hidden Waves? The standard 5 stars from Caleb. That like, I think MC was asking about his weakness and stuff, and he was like, "She has always been here." Are you gonna pull that?
It's simple. My heart is like the pot I used to brew herbs. Whether it's poison or a cure, only the one who keeps stirring it will know.
I gently press my hands over his and intertwine our fingers. You're certainly the most poisonous ingredient in it. Even butterflies are willing to chase you out of the hollow. But I've always loved to taste poison. I guess we're a perfect match.
Is that so? You're not wrong. I hope you're ready to taste this poison for the rest of your life.
After that, Caleb and I travel to places outside the hollow. We visit many locations and meet many people. Yun Prefecture is picturesque. Yin Prefecture is vast, and Du Prefecture is not exactly as full of venomous creatures as the books say. But maybe it's because Caleb carries me everywhere in his basket once we arrive at our destination. The basket gently sways with the clouds above us. Bored, I tap his shoulder. Caleb, there were so many medicine vessels. Why did you pick me?
Once upon a time, there was someone who had a simple house. A girl always stayed by his side. But one day, he returned home to find everything had disappeared. Dirty, but not bloody, the girl's favorite doll rested on the ground. So he knew she was still alive, and he had to find her.
Yet, when he did, she didn't remember him anymore.
It's all right. Now, the girl remains by his side more often. She's holding on so tight that he can barely move.
I am not? I squirm to get out of the basket, but he tips it. I soon find myself back in it.
Stop moving. Didn't you say the clouds were beautiful? Now you have all the time in the world to watch them.
I've seen enough. But when I look up, I notice his profile shining under the sun and forget what I was about to say. If this moment lasts at least 100 years, I wouldn't mind. Okay, so first off, they did know each other as kids. But like they were living in the same house. I kind of see what you did there. I guess it depends on whether people want to see it in a certain way here. Because it can be either just like the Lincoln timeline, or it could go on the Throne of Heroes timeline. So, well, I'm not gonna dabble into that. I don't wanna get crucified. But yeah. Okay. I would say I saw so many people kinda being really divided on this card. I didn't I didn't read like too deep into it because I don't want to get spoiled, right? But I did see people be like kind of two sides. But usually there are always two sides, right? There are always people fighting over everything anyway. But like for this card in particular, I feel like there are so many people who are like either love it or either just like, this is dog shit. I personally think it's not bad. I would say though, they could have upped the angst. Like they could have made it more like angsty, more serious, like deeper drama and stuff. I feel like this one is a bit on the fluffy side. You know, a bit on the light and kinda light-hearted side. Kinda surprising to me because like it's an AU first of all, but we don't really get good and bad end in this one, unlike in Tomorrow's Casualty 2 and Throne of Heroes, right? And MC is sick in this one, like sort of sick, but like we don't really see her being sick per se. We don't really see the symptoms on like her feeling fatigue, her not being able to walk much and stuff. She seems pretty a-okay, minus just a few times when the plot was like, okay, hold up everyone, okay, she is sick. She needs to feel the pain now. So I feel like, yeah, it could have been better, but is it like a bad card? I don't think so. I do like the dynamic between them in this one. It's kind of interesting to see them playing out this way. And Caleb was like, at first dude was like, no, we can't. But if you know your feelings and you can tell the difference between liking just random food and liking me, then sure, we can proceed. Which is fair, because MC seems... what's the word? Sheltered? Not really. I don't think she has like much experiences when it comes to like people and... well, relationships in general and stuff. So I guess it kind of makes sense why he would want her to kind of see the world more a bit and then kind of like know for real if like what she feels toward him is really romantic feelings. I would say though, it's also nice just because like okay, this is not a slight to say, but it's something that I have always felt when it's like the story about like doctor and patient, when it's like when the doctor is like the primary care doctor, right? And like this guy is the only one that can cure you, but also you guys are kind of in a romantic relationship, so your life is kind of in this guy's hand, and if something goes wrong with your relationship, maybe you're fucked, like health wise and stuff. Also, it's kind of weird that this one doesn't have any kind of like two choices, two options, like scenarios at all. Is it intentional or are they just lazy? I'm kind of just... okay, I didn't say this before because I didn't want to ruin the mood, but I have been feeling that like as of late the recent multi-banners have been kinda borderline disappointing. Like there are let's say there are like certain stuff in recent multi-banners that I've been kind of like, look at this bit is not good, this bit is okay. And like in Throne of Heroes, Imperial Throne Song, if you knew me, you would know that like I do not like that card. I think that card's writing is like, it gave me nothing. It's a nothing burger card to me. But there are many people who like it, and that's fair, alright? Everyone likes like certain things and stuff. This card, I would say, is not like up there in the top ranking ones, but it's still better than Imperial Throne Song, so I'll take what I can, okay? It's pretty okay. It's kinda okay. It's very... how do I explain this? Okay, this is not an... I hope... no offense? This feels very like typical C novel, like Chinese novel, where like the female lead is sick and like the male lead is like trying to cure her, and but it's like there's you know those type of C novels that are like super short, like just one book, and the book is like this thick. So like the story is on the light-hearted side, and all the stuff is resolved really, really quickly and cleanly. There is no like big threat, or like there is no big twist or drama about it. It's kind of giving me that vibe. Like it's a really, really easy one to just digest. You know, it's a is an easy one to read in your own time, and you don't have to think too much about it. Like if it's Tomorrow's Cashmere too, I know that there are certain aspects from it that I was like, okay, this is a bit heavy for me. But this one, I'm like, maybe some people would resonate with this more. Or like if people are like terminally ill or something, they would like, oh, I understand this feeling. But personally, I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cheeky and fun, but like it's not like super out there or anything. It's fine. And also, okay, so here's the thing. I told myself that like if the plot is like crazy fucking good, I would let it slide that the visuals in the Kindle is pretty like, okay, the thing is vegetations are pretty, right? Like it's a scenery, it's like the herb garden, whatever. It's pretty enough. But I would say though, Info doesn't really do daytime lighting well. I have recognized this like a few times already. I feel like daytime sometimes do be looking a little dry and pale, a little washed, just like Wicked movie, the first one. I didn't watch the second one, so I don't know. But yeah, so I'm like, when I saw the trailer, not gonna lie, I was like, okay, so like compared to other love interests, if you look at other love interests like Kindle, you can tell that like, okay, if you have to give a log line to each of the Kindle, you can. And it would be like unique enough, right? But for Caleb, it's just vegetations. I would say the act is really sweet that he was like using the flower to feed her like the medicine and stuff. That's really cute. I'm just talking about the overall visuals, okay? Which is fine. It's not like offensively bad or anything, but could have been better, yes. But like, I don't think this god is like bad. Also, maybe my standard is really low right now after Imperial Throne song, so thoughts? I don't know. What do you guys think? If you like it, tell me. If you don't like it, tell me. I'm kind of curious because this card is a bit. It's a simple story, I think, which is fine. It's kind of light and cute. I mean, some cards only just for one options though. Oh really? Huh. I mean, it's kind of weird because like this one is like, it's an AU too. So you don't even have like the good and bad ending, just like the other two AUs. Kinda curious. Not gonna lie. Okay, the thing is when I saw the trailer, I thought that like the scene where he was like when he was kind of cradling her under the tree, I was like, is this the bad ending where she dies? She didn't die. I'm sorry, MC. Didn't mean to curse you. But yeah, I thought that like she would die in one of the endings or something, or he would die. But like no one dies. Everyone is alive and happy and all okay. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's easy. That's kind of easy, but okay. Also, I feel like there are a lot of symbolisms and parallels and callbacks to other cards and maybe hinting to like the future myth. The 100 years come up a lot, huh? The 100 years mentioning. I mean, it was mentioned in like Hidden Waves too, that he was like, I want to be with you for another 100 years and stuff. We can't see her! We can't see her! We can't see her! Baby! Oh, she left me! But yeah. What else? I got distracted and I forgot. So yeah, it was mentioned in Hidden Waves, and I'm not quite sure if this is like a callback to Hidden Waves, or if it's gonna be something significant in his next myth. I'm ready to pull. I'm ready to pull. Bring me the next myth now. I'm ready. I'm not ready, but like I like to think I'm ready. But yeah. And about like the symbolisms and stuff. Okay, the thing is, I told you already, right, that I'm Chinese by blood, but not by nationality, and I basically know almost nothing about like Chinese culture that is like deeper than whatever we still do here. Like I still celebrate Chinese New Year and stuff. Whatever my family does, I do, right? But like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a chock full of like stuff going on in this card that I don't understand, and it just like flew right past my head, and I was like, cool, cool. I don't know, maybe butterflies, maybe dragonfly and stuff has meanings, and like you can tell the curtain is blue because the author is sad. Probably. I do appreciate when like stories have a lot of like references that like people can kind of decipher later. But it's actually okay. So here's the thing. They do that a lot. Like Infold and like Love and Deepspace kind of do the kind of like putting a lot of references and symbolisms and callbacks and parallels to the card and stuff. They do that a lot, but sometimes it works. Okay, so here I think that like it's good to have them, right? Because we can decipher it. People who have more brain than me can be like, yeah, here, guys, here's a list of things that you might miss in CLEARDAY Return and stuff. I appreciate it, and also I really appreciate people who do this kind of thread because I love reading them. I'll try to find them and read them after this because like I have been avoiding them so far because I don't want to get spoiled. But now I'm like, I read the card. I can finally go see all those juicy details that I don't have and I had no idea about. But yeah, the thing is that sometimes I feel like they kind of did a lot of those stuff, but didn't really have like a strong enough structure for the story. Like the plot, the pacing, the storytelling, the characters building, I feel like those are more important than having like parallels, callbacks, and symbolisms and stuff. Like those are nice to have. Those are like extra layer of flavors, extra layer of icing on top, a cherry on top. But like it wouldn't replace, it wouldn't really fix if the story is bad. So I usually just look at the story, and if I understand the symbolism, I will understand. If I do not understand the symbolism, it's fine because like the story is still there. Symbolism is like cherry on top. Okay, I'm gonna mention this one last time, but Imperial Throne Song kind of had this issue where there are a lot of parallels, there are a lot of symbolism and stuff, which are really nice. But the plot and like the main structure of the story, the pacing, the storytelling, the characters building, character arc and stuff, in my opinion, okay, this is just my opinion, I think it was done really badly in that card. That I just do not give a fuck about anything that happened in that card. Like at some point I got so bored. I was like, when will we end this? Is it over yet? Oh, we are still going on. Are you guys having sex again? Good God, can we stop? So I don't know. I kind of think that like they have to balance it out properly between like actual plot and like the flavors, you know, the cherry on top and stuff. That's just my opinion anyway. I think this card is kind of okay, at least in terms of like the storytelling and stuff. It is a bit on the simpler side. It's not offensive. It's not like offensively bad or anything. Caleb and MC in this one is kind of interesting to me because the dynamic is kind of different, but also like I still can see why they're like this in this version of them. I wish we kind of know more about these characters, a bit more. Maybe we'll see them in the event story, but it's not as dry as an Imperial Throne Song. I think this one at least like we have like enough context to understand why they're like this, so it's kind of okay. I wish I know more because especially because it's the one-off AU, so they'll never come back to this AU again. So this is a once and done thing. I hope they did more like fleshing out the characters and stuff, or like I don't know, more world building. But it's not bad. It's kind of just like I said. It felt like those really short like Chinese novels that I read sometimes. You know, the really light and fluffy like romance books that is like this thick, and you finish it in one sitting or something. It's kind of giving me that vibe of it. Maybe after I see the symbolisms and stuff, I would be like, wow, this is the best thing in the universe. But I kind of doubt it. I usually just have those like stuff as just an MSG for me. It's okay. I do not look at this guy and feel like I want him dead. So I think it's fine. But yeah. Also, this card is a Red Stella HP scaling. I hope he's useful when the next myth comes. Alright. Anyway, Caleb. I can explain, Caleb. I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, I kind of forgot about it, but like, if you haven't claimed the stuff from the mailbox yet, we get this! Phantom Sweetheart! The mysterious dashing phantom thief lost his mask, only for the finder to discover it was a pair of soft, fluffy hearts. Yeah, this is for Valentine's, by the way. Kinda cute, kinda silly. I think it's just fine. You know what, I'll let him wear it.
Does it look like I'm shooting hearts with my eyes? I'll try to convey the same message next time. And there won't be any glasses.
He looks so silly, I like that. I'll remove it for now though. This is not very aesthetic of him. I mean, kinda cute though, but like... What did he say again? I forgot. Hold on. You don't recognize me with these on, huh? I mean, no one will recognize you with those on.
The ribbons are long enough that you can hold on to them.
Alright. Oh, by the way, I kind of forgot to talk about this earlier, but I did the 2 buns, just like MC in that card. Not gonna lie, felt a little silly because like, I'm a little too old for this. And I do not have like, the kind of dress that she wears, alright? Like the last Chinese-ish dress that I had was like a kipao, and it's kind of gone when I moved house, so I don't have anything. I only have this. Yeah. I kind of...
Even though you're lying down, your eyes are still energetic. Let me guess. You're spinning up those wild and intricate wanderer hunting stories in your head again, right?
Right. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of did this hairstyle and then I was like, oh my god, you're too old for this. But it's fine. You know what? It's just whimsy. It's just for funsy. I hope no one in real life is watching me right now. I don't think so. But yeah. Alright. Is there anything else that I forget to do after the card?
It's just like that movie we watched last night. 2 former lovers meet again after years apart, gazing into each other's eyes, just like us. They didn't recognize each other.
You know what? Perfect timing, Caleb, because I was thinking about this line when, during the card. When, they were, like when MC was in the tea house and she was listening to the storyteller talking about, like, the lovers seeing each other again and, like, don't remember each other. And in CLEARDAY Return, it's kind of like that too, right? Because, like, MC and Caleb knew each other before. Whether, what kind of relationship was that, I am not gonna dip my toes into that because I don't want to get crucified, but... Yeah, I kind of think of this line a bit. And I kind of wonder if it's just for CLEARDAY Return or is it gonna be related to his next myth? Everything these days, I'm like, is this gonna be related to your next myth? Is that... Huh. Interesting. Alright, so I will take like a 5 minutes break and then I'll come back to do the event story and minigame. Some of it first, I don't know which one. But for now, CLEARDAY Return, done. Look at my guy. Cute. He's fine. I would say though, maybe there is a chance that I will like the event story more than the card. Because I have this kind of thing going on where I don't know why. I usually like either one. Like if I really like the card, I may just like feel or like just dislike like the event story. But if I like the event story, most of the time I would have issues with the cards instead. So I'm not quite sure because Clearday Return, I do not really dislike the card per se. I think it's fine. It's just kind of, it's okay. You know, it's pretty cute. It's pretty okay. But I'm kind of wondering if I'm gonna like love the event stories because I did like the first chapter a lot. All right, I'll take a 5 minutes break and stop recording this chunk for the VOD, and then I'll come back, do the event story. Let me read chat a bit, I forgot. Nerdy, all good. Yeah, thank you.
I think we can wrap up this impromptu silent game.
You are the one who chose to sit there. So, okay, give me 5 minutes, okay? I need to drink water and stuff. And I think my makeup is coming off. Yikes. Alright. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. See you... I don't know, have a good rest of your day or night. If you're pulling for the cards in this banner, good luck. If you have any thoughts on this card, the Clearday Return, please feel free to tell me. You can love or hate it. I do not mind. I'm kind of curious. Okay, one last thing I forgot to talk about. If you saw my pulls, you would realize I had this card, right? Clearday Return. This is my precise, right? And then you know who cut my pull? It's Sane. But it's a usual, right? Because Sane always cut my pulls. And you know who else cuts my pulls? Where is that card? It's Silas! This guy cuts my pulls! He cut my pulls. It's past tense. And you know what? After that stream, I pulled some more because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna R3 this card. And you know who cut my pulls? Raphael. What are these people doing? Raphael wasn't even in the selected 3 cards, by the way. So I was like, what are you guys doing? Could you please stop cutting my pulls? Please? I mean, it's fine. At least it's like, at least I got cucked by like limited cards. At least it's not standard. I still remember Throne of Eros. I got cucked by like standard card from like Caleb twice, and I already R3 everything from him in standard pool. So why would you do that? That is so shitty, broski. The only one that didn't come here, the only one that didn't come to me was Savior, and it's because I didn't pull more. I think if I pull more, I fear that Savior would come. Okay, because I used a crate on Caleb to get him like to rank 3 at the end. I didn't pull for more. What are these guys doing, bro? Just stop. Stop. You got standard same before getting Silas and Savior. This time is the first time I got like limited cards from Silas and Raphael actually. Usually I only got limited cards from Caleb because I precise him, and Sane for some fucking reasons. And if I do not get Sane during the time that I lose 50-50, it would be standard cards. Just straight up standard cards. So I guess I have to thank you that at least there are limited cards. Yeah, that's it. Alright, I'm gonna go take my 5 minutes break now.